Check it. What up, ladies and gentlemen? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. This is your daily update and prediction, giving you guys the update and prediction on the smaller time frame and the larger time frame. Macro to keep your perspective in check, and micro so you can make your cash on the day trades. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on.
All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're going to be looking at AMC, GME, and SPY, giving you guys an update and prediction on what we expect for the rest of the week and heading into tomorrow. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So the first thing I want to point out for you guys is the fact that we did see some downside in SPY. We were very bearish on SPY for this week, as we did predict a red week on SPY, and this is exactly what we're looking at, a red week starting to form on SPY. So I did predict a red week on the weekly update and prediction. You guys can see this is starting to come to fruition. Weekly MACD is starting to curl down, as you guys can see. Weekly MACD starting to curl down, and then daily MACD is red as well, starting to enter a second phase of a bearish wave. You can also see that the alligator right here, this green line, is starting to curl down as well. All indications that bearish momentum is starting to build. Here on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that the alligator spread very far apart, telling us that we do have more momentum to the downside, with MACD red as well. Multiple indications of bearishness, as well as a sell signal on the super trend. Again, multiple indications of bearishness here on the higher time frames. As you guys can see here on the 2-hour time frame as well, we have a sell signal and we have a red MACD. Now, the thing about the MACD, it's showing us what type of momentum we're seeing, and you can see that it is starting to fade towards bullish momentum here on the smaller time frames as we work our way down. And you can see as we go down on the micro time frame, you can see we are bullish. So what I'm expecting is most likely to see a recovery tomorrow, probably get a green day on SPY, moving back to the upside, possibly even going as high as to fill this gap at 474, 475, around that range. You can see that the gap goes to about 474.60. From the levels of 473.82. So 473.82 all the way up to 474.60. That gap is there and it will get filled. I do think we could possibly fill this tomorrow or on Friday. But as far as right now, I do think we are going to see SPY start to make a top. So I'm thinking SPY is starting to top, and it also looks like possibly in the next week we could see some bearishness as well. It looks like SPY is starting to top out. I did predict a red month for this month. I predicted this since last month. I said, hey, this month's going to be a bearish month, and you guys can see we are starting to print out and move down towards the downside for SPY throughout the month. So we are looking for more downside. I do think it's going to be a rough month, and I do think it's going to be a red month, and I think we are just going to start seeing more downside for SPY as far as the macro is concerned. As far as the short term is concerned, no, I do think we are going to see a move to the upside. This white dotted line is basically what I'm predicting, seeing a bit of a move to the upside. Overall, still remaining with the theme on the macro, slowly moving to the downside, topping at this level here at 478. So I do think SPY is going to be seeing that continuation down, and this is what I'm looking at tomorrow. We don't really have any news coming out as far as data sets, but we will check out 3 impact data sets, and we do have the buildings permits, and we did get kind of an effect today because bond yields apparently got boosted by retail sales, and that is what we supposedly seen the market pull back from. I think it was a little bit of the conflict fears, things going on with that. We've seen a massive spike in the VIX as well, and we're seeing the dollar start to creep up. All of these things are going to put bearish pressure on things like stocks and BTC. So we're seeing bearish pressure come from the $12. And of course, when the VIX goes up, the market goes down. And you can see the VIX had a massive spike today, pumping to the upside all the way from about $12 almost to $15 in one day. So the VIX had a huge spike to the upside. There is multiple gap fills on the downside. These gaps will get filled. But as you guys can see, the VIX is a volatility index, and that means volatility is coming for the market. And I do think it is due to those conflict fears and not because we got a increase in retail sales like the news is saying. But this is what I'm looking at for SPY in the overall market. Let's go ahead and hop into AMC and GME and show you guys what's going on. AMC I'm very excited about because AMC is potentially forming a bottom, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We need to check level by level and go day by day until we see an actual bottom form. Right now, we are starting to see that rounded formation form, and you guys can see with this white dotted line what that could look like. As you guys can see, we could possibly be using that $4 level as the bottom. I don't really think we're going to go much lower than $4. I really don't see a world where AMC goes below $3.80 or $3.60. Those are historical lows before the reverse split, and I don't think we'll be going lower than that. So I think this $4 level is a good place to start forming a bottom for AMC. We want to see if we can continue to hold $4. We held $4 all day today, so let's see if we can do that tomorrow. We also got a nice bounce off of it. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow we had to retest $4 again. If we can retest $4 and confirm it as support, that's going to be us getting in the bag where we need to be and possibly starting to move to the upside. You can also see the MACD on AMC is green on the 2-hour time frame and RSI is extremely low. This is all indications that we're possibly seeing a bottom and could start moving to the upside. If we see AMC break out of this sloping resistance, it's a macro sloping resistance. It's been in play for quite some time now. You can see it's been here for at least a couple of days. If we can break above that, then we could see a decent move to the upside. You can see here on the 4-hour time we're starting to build bullish momentum. So I think AMC is actually bottoming here at $4, believe it or not. And I know people don't believe that AMC will bottom. I think they think that it's going to go down to $1, $2, 50 cents. AMC will bottom. It's going to bottom. It's probably going to be that $4 level, and then it's going to move up. If we do break $4, it would be $3.80, but I don't see us going much lower than that. Again, it is only over for the apes that say it's over for them. For everyone else, it is not over, and those are not apes if they have said it's over, because apes do not give up. So again, rest in peace to the fallen apes that do say it's over, because the real apes are still here. We're still holding, and we still know what's going on based off the charts, the facts, and the technicals, and we do not let emotion cloud our judgment. Now, as you guys can see, stock contractor sitting at about 2.5 million short shares for AMC, and for GME, you're sitting at about 25,000. I also just want to point out real quickly, just the sentiment on AMC. Just like people told me Bitcoin was dead back when I was buying it at 15,000, they said it was going to go to 10,000. They said it was going to go to 3,000. They said it was dead. The Celsius crashed, the FTX collapsed, blah, 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 blah. Well, I started to buy. When people say the play is dead, when people are fearful, that's literally when you need to buy. People are always literally wrong. They are literally wrong all the time. What they are doing for AMC is they're beating it down, making people not believe that it could possibly go back up. And then when it does go back up, they're not going to buy anyways. What they're doing is they're making it so beat down and people so scared to buy that when it finally does recover, they still won't buy, because they're going to be like, it's going to go back down again. They're going to condition people to think that AMC only goes down, and that's literally what they're doing. Then when it starts to go back up, they're not going to buy. Well, guess what? You better believe that smart money is buying the bottom and going to ride that thing back up and take that profit. And they're going to do it in a way to recover their losses the same way that we should be doing this to recover our losses. They were in a lengthy battle that cost them a lot of money. We were in a lengthy battle that cost us a lot of money. Why do you not want to recoup your losses on the way back to the upside? So I do think AMC will recover. Every time we've seen AMC get these low RSIs, it has equated to a rally afterwards. I do think that we are going to see recovery for AMC. Basically, right now, what we want to do is just start to form that bottom and see if we can hold this $4 level. That is what we're going to be watching tomorrow on the live stream. If you want to see more AMC, GME, SPY predictions, go ahead and check out the live stream tomorrow, where I will be streaming the markets live, giving you guys an update and prediction on what is going on. Now let's go ahead and move into GameStop stock, and then wrap up this video. GameStop is sitting at about 1408 here in after hours, about 1407 in after hours. Did have a nice pop to the upside, as you guys can see, it going all the way to about 1416. I think GameStop is also bottoming. What we can expect for GameStop tomorrow is a retest of $13.88, $13.85, around that range. I think we are going to hold those levels and continue up. GameStop is bullish, okay? GameStop, this move that it's making is clearly bullish. It's also possibly making an inverse head and shoulders. Right here would be your shoulder, right here would be your head, and then it's going to form your second shoulder. AMC as well, possibly making an inverse head and shoulders. Here's your shoulder, here's your head. If we come back down and then we held like $4.06, that could be your second shoulder, boosting us back to the upside and boosting us way back up to about $4.67, maybe even $5. And that's where the gamma starts to kick in for AMC, and things could get crazy at that $5 level. GameStop has a little bit more to go. It has to go to that $20 level to get a huge major gamma boost, but GameStop is a sleeping giant. Do not sleep on this thing, and it will pump to the upside, especially if the market starts to pull back. You will see these stocks start to go. I know people think that they're correlated with SPY. Trust and believe, AMC and GME are not correlated with SPY. When tech stocks especially go down, these stocks will go up. But again, this is possibly forming an inverse head and shoulders. We had this rising wedge. It broke down out of it. We called this during the live stream. Now we're possibly forming this inverse head and shoulders, going back up to fill these gaps at like $14, $18, and $16. There's multiple gap fills to the upside for GameStop. I think it's going to recover, guys. GameStop, I told you guys where I think we're at, basically. We're in the pullback part. So you have this V-shaped recovery, and then that pulls back. We're in that part before the disbelief rally. So basically you have your V-shaped recovery, which is this right here. Then you pull back. We're about to get our recovery and bounce back to the upside, going back towards that $18 level, and then GameStop is going to absolutely take off once it breaks that $18.50 level. I've talked about this numerous times, what you can look for, the break of $18.50. That will lead us to $20. $20 leads us into the gamma ramp. The gamma ramp leads us into FOMO, which could easily get us to fill these gap fills at $37 and $39 for GME. GME also breaking out of a macro falling wedge, as you guys can see here, marked in turquoise. This is extremely bullish. Now, right now in the daily time frame, we do have that bearish MACD, and we are going through that bearish phase that we have to get through to get to the next bullish phase. Just like everything on the macro, you have to get through a bearish phase to get to the bullish phase. Well, let's zoom out. We had a bullish phase here on GME. Now we have to get through the bearish phase. Isn't that crazy? Well, look here on AMC. You have a bullish phase on AMC. Now you have to get through the bearish phase. What do you think is going to happen when the MACD flips green again? You think it's not going to go back up? People are so crazy. Obviously, we're going to get a recovery and move back to the upside. So you want to make sure you're positioned in the right position to make sure you make profit. Again, we've been in a lengthy battle that cost a lot of people a lot of money. Make sure you make your money on the way back up when this thing starts to recover, okay? It is going to be nasty, and you're going to see some serious moves from AMC and GME. Whether you believe it or not, they are going to happen. I do this for a living. This is what I do. Trust me, I make money doing this every single day. AMC short interest is at 9.29% and increasing. This is what we want to see. We also want to see FTDs kicking up, and we want to see cost to borrow kicking up. We're not really seeing too much in those areas, but we are going to keep an eye on it here on this channel. So continue to like and subscribe and tune in to make sure you get all of the details. But guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you. If you found the video informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, press subscribe for more content like this, and remember you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is $50 for a lifetime invite. This is made payment via PayPal or Cash App. If you do want to get in the Discord, all you have to do is hit me up on my email, Instagram, or Twitter These are all linked down below. Email is DataZeroOfficial5. 5, the number, not spelled 5. You can check it out in the information link down below. Hit me up, say, hey, I want to join the Discord, and I'm going to get back to you with the payment information. Once you make payment, I will send you the link to get you into the Discord, where you can get exclusive access to this community, which is inside the Discord, as well as access to my trades that I put out and post. This video is not financial advice. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.